Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my first Heroes of Might and Magic 5 video. I am PANCZASU, the Mighty Mix Spammer, and I'm also a big fat liar. Why, you may ask? For numerous reasons, but I'll get to that. First of all, I am playing multiplayer as usual against gameslayer as usual, except this time we're playing a little bit more classy game than Heroes 6. Indeed, I believe Heroes 5 to be way better game. In fact, it's my favorite strategy game, I would even say. So that kinda tells you something. So this is the situation that we are at. This is Gameslayer's town that I am about to besiege this very turn. He's got max level fortifications over here, castle with, well, max level fortifications. He's got quite a bit of an army, although it is very much so mixed. As you can see, he's got a bit of Dark Elves army, aka Dungeon army, and some Dwarves on top of that for whatever reason. Okay, because he needed some army to defend against me, obviously. So there's just a few Black Dragons, a couple of Grim Raiders, or what are they called, Deep Hydras, a whole of them, and so on and so forth. Battle Ragers, Rune Patriarchs, the guys that the name I forgot, and somebody who I believe to be the Flame Lord. All in all, a decent army. However, my army is also nothing to sneeze at. As you can see, I have loads of pretty much everything, and let's enter this army screen for a sec, just to start so that I can show you the exact stats, because you have to remember I am playing as Academy, and because of that I can equip my units with miniature artifacts that increase my stats. For example, in this case, my gremlins have additional points in attack, life points, health points, whatever, and defense. My mages are focused around initiative, defense, and decreasing the enemy defense. My Djinns, or Genie as I like to call them, have some magic reduction, damage and defense increased. My Golems obviously needed some speed, so I gave them that. My Dragons don't have anything because they are a Dwarven unit indeed. My Tyrants have lots of initiative, luck and morale. In the hindsight, I would rather not have them luck because I am already maxed out. 5 is the max value that you can actually do anything with. And last but by no means least, Rakshasas, or whatever you're supposed to pronounce that weird name, they have some more initiative, attack and defense. My hero is a level 21 wizard, as you can plainly see. His stats are mediocre, but I do have some amazing artifacts. So let's go through them real quick. I can decrease the enemy's luck, and I should start on my timer so that this doesn't last too long. Where is my timer? There it is. So I should know how long it takes me, more or less. So I can decrease the enemy's luck, I have more health points, I have more spell power, my army is faster, I have even more spell power, my army has unlimited amount of ammunition, and they also have increased attack, I have better morale, better luck, and most importantly, I can cast any spell from the summoning school I want at any given time. Yeah, just like that. It's kind of amazing artifact to have. Although I have to admit, at this point in time, I already know most of the spells from the summoning school. Those are my talents. Still don't have the expert magic talent, whatever it's called in the English version. I'm sorry, I'm playing on Polish version because that's the changing language packs is a hassle, and I'm playing most of this game by myself anyway, or via hosted with my Polish friends. So I'm not gonna change the language in this game like I did for Heroes 6. As for my packs, well, I do decrease the enemy's luck. This is very important. I decrease the enemy's destructive power damage by 20%, which is very important when fighting against the dungeon hero. I have a lot of initiative, mana regen and stuff like that, increased spell power. And most importantly, my hero on his own also has this ability that allows me to not only have a chance to actually deflect the enemy spell, but it is also increased chance that it will actually hit the enemy unit, which is huge because, yet again, we are fighting against Dungeon, and Dungeon is known for its extraordinarily powerful spells. Now, let me just talk a little bit more about the upcoming battle while we'll stare at the beautiful town screen. Oh, this is the proper town screen, Heroes 6. Watch and learn. Watch and learn. Anyway. Now, the important thing to note is that I was lying to Gameslayer throughout this entire game. So, for example, unfortunately, I do need to exit to minimap to show you that. So, for example, for the most of the time, he was certain that I'm actually on this island. We're playing on the Warlords map, by the way. So he thought that I'm over here, but in fact I was right here, and I lied to him as if I was not. So that's a little bit of a little lie, but still he was for a very long time really surprised why Blue AI kept coming at his territory. However, he cannot possibly complain that the AI kept attacking me, because they did both focus on me. Even now, the Blue AI is actually on his way to my castle. I do have a hero. Just look at her level. She's level 11. She's got quite a bit of skills. I took all her artifacts naturally, but she keeps defending my castle in here over and over and over again. It's just insane. And before that, there was also yellow AI that also kept attacking me all the time. There was even one point in time when I had 7 heroes in total walking on my grass. 5 yellow heroes, all armies of some description, and 2 blue heroes. That's insane! I have lost track of how many times I lost this town and this town, but in the end I managed to come out on top, more or less. How long is this intro? Way too long. It's probably already 7 minutes. So before we do enter the battle, let us scout a little bit more further ahead, because I do want to see the enemy's main town. Okay, so this is the gameslayer's starting location, and he was talking like he's got some kind of powerful army there. He doesn't. He really doesn't. Maybe I can even calculate the stat with this hero on level 3, which would be kind of hilarious, but you're probably not going to watch that. Okay, so that's that. I believe I've showcased everything I need to. Oh, also, one thing you need to note. There are so many dwarven towns of this map. This is one dwarven town. That's the second, the third, and there's also a 4th over here that you cannot see, but I know for a fact it is dead because Blue AI keeps getting a lot of dwarven units. So that's a lot of dwarven units, and also the reason why I have those magma dragons. Okay, I believe I told you everything you need to know. This intro is way too long already anyway, so I don't think there's anything else to say, but oh, one last slight detail. The enemy's main hero has expert logistics, which means that I could either try and conquer his main city, while he would just walk around conquering my towns. I tried doing that before, but I had to use Town Portal to save my towns. So right now what you're going to see is a scenario that neither of us like, because attacking a dwarven city is never good, and fighting against a bigger army is never good either, so none of us is in a particular advantage. But this is a scenario that, as I said, neither of us likes, but we both find it favorable over any other. That's it for me, and the next thing you see is going to be the battle itself. Stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, the time has come for the not-so-final battle. I say not-so-final battle because we never know, this might not be the end of our game. A lot might happen, the AI might kill me, or whatever. I cannot even think about the possibilities because they are endless. That sounded very ominous, and I like it. Okay, so my battle formation now, I would consider to be pretty good already, which might be surprising to you, but it is actually the case. However, we do have to remember the enemy has feigns, and they can chain lightning my units only a single time. Oh, never mind, they have flame lords. That's a different ability, so I don't have to worry as much. Okay, never mind then. What do I need to worry? Well, the Rune Patriarchs, they can attack in a cross formation, which means that all of those units are going to get hit. However, I cannot remove them because those magnetic golems shield me from destructive magic. I need this kind of protection. But what I can do is move my units like that. And then the gremlins are exposed. No, that's not good. That's not good, Pancake. Think of something better. Think of something better. No matter how I position my units, they will always be vulnerable to the crossfire of the Rune Patriarchs. Either that or they'll be too vulnerable, so I'm not gonna do that. Also, you can see that I already have vision of our unit. It's going to be 720 shield bearers if my mind doesn't fail me. I know that for sure because we already both fought for this town on numerous occasions. That's what you have to deal with when conquering dwarven towns. It's gonna be very hard. Am I ready? I feel ready. So let's do this! Yeah! Okay. This time I'm not... that never was at this time. I'm not gonna rage about game speed because I believe this is actually the proper game speed. As ridiculous as this may sound. And did I lose any titans yet? No, I did not. They are decaying, but it's still under control. So what do I want to start with? I want to take care of the Rune Patriarchs. They are here, hidden very well. I can either kill 5 to 9 of them, or if I use my special ability I can kill 7. Now something you probably don't know, my special ability, the damage is counted by the amount of units in a stack, increased by a certain number, while my normal damage is just my normal damage. So I think I'll just attack, because you have to remember, my luck is very high, so I'm counting on higher luck. And of course I don't get it, because whenever you count to have a high amount of luck, you're not gonna get it, as simple as that. I cannot position my units in such a way that I can kill 2 stacks at once unless I attack the ammo cart, which I do want to take care to get rid of, so that those guys are pretty much useless. So let's attack like this. Oh yes, and luck, it's gonna be very useful, and the ammo cart is gone. I'm very happy because of that. Now my Goblin Saboteurs could sabotage one of the tiles, but I would much rather get rid of the Rune Patriarchs because they scare me a lot. That's nice, and now time for the Battle Rangers. They are not the issue, actually not even the Black Dragons are the issue. The only issue are Hydras and Shield Bearers. But I can deal with both of those pretty easily by using my genies. So let's start by casting negative luck on... that's a good question, who? I'm not too sure. Maybe those guys, I mean they still have some ranged attacks. Or those guys, yeah, that's a good idea. Let's give them negative luck, and actually I forgot to check their stats, so -2 to luck and 0 to morale, that's actually way higher than 4. Never mind! Morale -3, luck -5. You do have to remember that my debuffs are pretty severe, which is really awesome. I mean, not my debuffs, the debuffs that I can apply to the enemy unit. Also, this guy Lefos can make all of my units enter the battlefield with decay, which happened to my Titans. And he also has Mass Decay, which is very powerful ability. However, I do have quite a bit of... I don't actually have magic resistance as it is. I can just reflect the spells, and the spells that deal direct damage have decreased effectiveness. I lied that I have magic defense, but I don't. That's gonna hit. And that did hit. How much actually, because there were so many numbers, I don't even know. Well, something killed. Quite a lot of gremlins died. I have no idea how many because this bar is not big enough. 18... okay, battle mages, that's actually a lot. And 4 titans! Oh, because it was the upgraded spell. Still, 4 titans is a huge amount. Something you also have to know, unfortunately I never got a chance to get the Mark of the Wizard, which is extraordinarily powerful spell that not only allows you to cast a single spell at 2 units, enemy or friendly, at once, but it also increases the effectiveness on the unit that the Mark of the Wizard has been casted on, and it lasts for the entire battle as well. A very powerful ability, maybe on the verge of being overpowered, but... yeah, I never got the chance to get it, which is very annoying indeed. Now, what do I want to do? Do I want to get rid of the enemy walls, which might be a good idea? Do I want to have some fake units? Do I want to make sure that my units don't die as much? Or do I want to summon a Phoenix? Summoning a Phoenix I'm gonna save, so it's either a choice between the secretive or whatever thingy. You know what, I think I might actually do something to shoot the Titans, because they are, for now anyway, my main damage dealers, and I want them protected, so... yep, I'm gonna make sure that they can survive for as long as possible, especially if the enemy has such powerful spells. I did not expect him to have this kind of destructive potential, and you have to keep in mind that even after my debuffs, it still was very powerful. Now, unfortunately, I also don't have the ability that allows me to melt my mini artifacts on my units to resurrect them, which would be very useful, and I will definitely use this in this situation. But, as I said, I never had the pleasure of getting... okay, Battle Dragons, you just up for a walk, aren't you? Or a stroll in the skies. I know you're not supposed to use either of those two verbs in such a way, but who cares? Well, you probably do, but I don't, quite frankly. So, yeah. Now, what are the Rune Patriarchs gonna do? If I guess I would just go ahead and attack, because they can damage all 4 of those units at once. He might also go for a wall of fire, but this will be less effective. they still do force me to lose a 10 of my units for moving. And the last but by no means least, he can make one of his units less vulnerable to archery firepower. Missiles, whatever, you know what I mean. Which if he did cast, he would cast it on shield bearers, but he did not do so. He did what I expected him to do, because that's what I did in my future life. No, don't worry, this is my first video that I put on this channel, but it doesn't mean we never had a fight before. We actually had 3 matches before. In the first one, I completely obliterated gameslayer, so it was not even worth recording. In the second game, we both got killed by the AI, and the third game I'm not even gonna mention until the end of this cast. But anyway, okay, yet another Titan lost. That is actually quite a lot. Let's increase the initiative of our Rakshasas, just because, hey, why not? It's not like they can do much else. Killed 11 of those, what are they called? Harpoon guys. And my dragons, how about we move them just a tad little bit closer to the gate, so that for the future they can do something a little bit more useful. I'm losing all of my missile units, but on the bright side you have to remember that the enemy's missile units can only fire so many shots before they run out of shots, so that's something to bear in mind. Also, my units, both of my range units actually can move, that's good. But I do want to move my magnetic golems so that they still shield my units from flame lords. That's actually a difficult decision, because I don't want the enemy hero to have a chance to cast a spell while my magnetic golems are away, and he would have a chance to cast a spell, wouldn't he? No, actually he wouldn't, so I can safely move them 1 hex. Hex, that's not a hex, that's a square. Whatever. I'm sorry, I've been watching loads of Heroes 2 videos, and I've been playing Heroes 4 as well, because you have to remember, we are going to play other older Heroes games in the future as well. I have no idea when this is gonna happen, but this is gonna happen. However, first I would like to have at least 3 Heroes 5 videos, because it's Heroes 5, that's my favorite strategy game, or one of these more favorite strategy games. Okay, Yudius move forward. High morale is always going to be useful. Yudius just defend, you already have very high initiative. Jin, I would like to cast... Actually, how long does my anti-lag last for? 27 turns! Okay, I can safely cast it and know for a fact that it will last for the entire eternity, pretty much. That's not the word I wanted to use, but apparently my mind did want to use it. Okay, so my Titans get a lot of damage. That's unfortunate, but not much I can do about that. I'll step 1 step further. And yeah, now I can't do anything. The enemy battle rages can do something, but whatever they do, they cannot even reach my army within a single point of movement. They could do if they used a rune, but the enemy hero is not a dwarven hero, so he cannot use runes. Okay, now what I'm going to do is start walking on those walls. Thank you very much. Hi there! That's very nice walls you have there. Obviously, those are dwarven walls. They're not gonna fall after a single spell. That's nigh impossible. But I did deal some damage, I believe. I just don't know how much, because I can't click while it's not my turn, as annoying as it is. Now I can click. Okay, 1 tower is almost down. Within a single tremble, or whatever the spell is called, I can deal minimum amount of 100 damage, maximum of 400 or 500, so I may not be able to take it down within the next turn. Unfortunately, neither of the towers took really a lot of damage, which is unfortunate, but well, what can you do about it? Now, I already have lost like most of my battle mages, so I could try and dispel the debuff, aka decay, on my Titan. Thing is, it was casted by a very high level hero, so I'm not sure if it is actually gonna work. Let's try it regardless. It's kind of funny, they're just standing in the fire and like flames. And no, it didn't work. Oh well, it was worth a try. Okay then, let us go ahead and attack those guys, because the longer they stay alive, the more annoying they're gonna get, because we're gonna have yet another fireplace, aka wall of flames. I don't want this to happen, and I might actually be able to kill them. Oh no, a single Rune Patriarch survives, which is extraordinarily annoying because he will be able to cast yet another wall of flames, if I'm not mistaken. What is his mana anyway? It's 9. Is 9 enough to cast? I think it might not be enough, but he should be have enough mana to cast the spell that decreases the damage from ranged attacks. That said, I already lost half of my ranged attackers, or even more than half, so yeah. Now this is gonna hit. It did hit. Also, the damage has been increased because of the enemy knowing the elements that I belong to, and apparently water counted some of the elements on some of my units. Well, the damage on the Titans and the Granites was decreased because of the magnetic golems though, which is very, very important. Without those, it would have been even worse. Right now, however, I'm doing okay, and the Titans actually I still have 8 of them because of both my magnetic golems magnetizing the destruction magic and decreasing the damage I take, and also because of the Titans having the sacred shield or whatnot spell that actually helps you quite a bit, and the catapult is useless as always. It's kind of difficult for me to say that the catapult is useless, but oh well. Things that you did not see and you will never see. Or maybe you will. Will you? Okay, that sounded more ominous than it's supposed to, because there is nothing ominous that I want to talk about actually. Okay, you still should have this initiative increase for next action. Okay, that's good enough. Defend, and next action I'll have to cast this initiative increasing spell yet again. Okay. By the way, I'm not sure if the sound is loud enough. You might actually not hear it, so I'm gonna increase it and hope for the best. I unfortunately did not remember to make a sound test before this video, which might be seen, but there isn't much I could do about it, unfortunately. Let my Magma Dragons wait while we listen to some epic music. Actually, I wish we would fight over a different city that has better music. It's not like I don't like this music, I do like it a lot. But some towns and their siege music, it's just awesome. Okay, my last increased or decreased luck spell, I'm gonna decrease the luck of the Hydras because they are terrifying. And I don't want them to be terrifying anymore, so I'm definitely gonna cast the spell that is decreasing their luck right now. Meanwhile, I'm also going to take care of the enemy walls and or towers. Hopefully destroy at least one of the towers. Nope, they all still stand as it is. Very unfortunate, even though I do have quite a bit of spell power and my hero has maximum knowledge of the summoning magic, the enemy towers are still here. Unfortunate. Oh well, I will be able to take them down in my hero's next turn, which is important. Still, I am going to lose quite a bit of units in this battle, and you might think that this... well, I'm sure that this is what gameslayer is counting on. He wants to kill as many of my units as humanly possible, so that I have less of a chance to actually conquer his other cities. However, I could care less. If I have 40 cities, I still have way more cities than any of my opponents, and then I'll just be able to cash in on the money and buy out such a tremendously amazing army that nobody will be able to withstand my power. And there were times in this game when I was controlling 4 cities at once, but only sometimes, not too often unfortunately. Titan taking a little bit of damage, I cannot shoot, I can attack the Flame Lords, but I would much rather not provoke the retaliation, because last time their flame attack did not proc, this time it might actually. That said, this ability is not going to deal a lot of damage at all, no matter who I point it at, unfortunately. So, oh well, I'm just gonna kick him in the face. With luck, there was a little bit of a delay. Unfortunately, because we play via Game Ranger and not the official servers, if there are still any official servers on this game, I don't think there are, so that's why we play on the Game Ranger anyway. So we may get some luck, or it may be because of the game's netcode not being perfectly fine with multiplayer. Either of the two. Now, what I want to do with those guys, girls, I have no idea which one of those it is. You know what? I actually don't want those guys to charge at me, because when charging, those guys are scary. Actually, are they? I mean, their alternative definitely gets more attack. The more squares they... the more... yeah, squares they go through. But this guy... no, he simply can attack all the stacks that he passes through, but he doesn't gain more attack while charging. Still, he would be able to attack 2, maybe 3 of my units. So I might move my Rakshasas just a little bit. But later. First of all, I'm gonna increase their initiative. Because I don't want to be the one who is closing on the enemy first. I want to be the one that has a stable position that I'm fighting on and I can use. And the enemy is in range for my gremlins to have full effectiveness in the attack, and don't mind if I do. Let's kill some of those Grim Raiders, and by the power of the Grim Reaper, you go to death! That sounded all matters of wrong, vocabulary speaking. Which also made no sense, common sense speaking. Which also made no sense. Shut up, Pancake! Stop ruining your own video. Oh, come on. Those additional units lost are either due to Gameslayer's ability, which is a possibility. Oh, am I recording? Yes, I am. Or it may be because of his... what do you call it? Special ratio ability that allows him to see elements and increase his damage because of that. I'm sorry. That was a little bit of something I had to swallow. And Black Dragons, what are you gonna do? Nothing, you cowards. Unfortunately, my dragons still cannot reach the enemy. They can stop in the runes and attack the Hyras. However, it will deal a lot of damage to me, because those runes are the second runes in the game that deal most damage. The only, I mean, in terms of mode, the only mode that deals more damage than those runes is the Academy mode. But still, those runes are to be feared, and they also cast random buffs on the enemy's force, as well as debuffs on my force. I don't want this to happen, so what I'm gonna do is move just a tiny little bit closer so that I can attack the shield bearers next turn, because I will have to kill them sooner or later. And finally, bad morale. I mean, come on, the enemy has such a low morale and they still can have so many actions. -3 morale. I mean, come on, with -3 I would expect him to lose way more actions than he does. But well, this entire game, luck has been on Gameslayer's side, so I guess that's that. And I know what I'm talking about. I mean, seriously, even he would probably admit that the AI has been attacking me way more viciously than it was attacking him. For whatever reason, I co-hacks, to be quite honest, but whatever. Now, what is he gonna do? What can he do? Well, he still has a very good position. He actually has a very scary position. If not for the fact that I still have 13 of those Magma Dragons, I would be really afraid, because those Hydras need to be taken care of. I no longer feel the Grim Reapers as much. Not the Grim Reapers, Grim Raiders, or actually maybe they are called differently, because I'm probably talking about their alternative upgrades, but whatever. And the spell is... I did not see that one coming, to be quite honest, because I would cast it on... Wow! He's got expert darkness magic. 1 out of 1 is... not a lot of damage that I could possibly deal. Okay, good to know. What do I want to do with those guys? Definitely not attack, that's what I know for sure. Because I would have to walk over the runes. As I said, I don't want to do that, at least not just yet. And this guy just gonna make sure that even more of the enemy troops are more resistant to missiles, arrows, or in my case, storms and lightning bolts, because that's how I roll. There was something very important that I wanted to mention about Heroes of Might and Magic 5 in general, but I forgot what it was, which hurts me greatly. And did my what did go down? Either a Titan, yeah, definitely a Titan. But did I have 7? Didn't I have 7 already? Strange. I could swear I had 7 of Titans for a while now. Maybe a magnetic golem died and not a Titan. I'm not sure. Anyway, you dear sir. I really want to use him offensively, but on the other hand, no, not just yet. I'm gonna defend. He's my, to be quite honest, he's my ace in the hole, because he provokes no retaliation and he's got really nice stats. Really nice stats. The Problem that many people have with Rakshasas is that you get so little of them over the weeks, and it's true, 24 is not a lot, considering that I have no idea which month in the game already, but then again, when they strike hard, and no retaliation is always awesome. Actually, I'm gonna move my genius over here and attack those guys, but not in this turn, in the next turn, because if I did this now, the enemy shield bearers would have an action, and I don't want this to happen. I do feel tempted to take out the enemy towers, but at the same time, I really need to make either a copy of some of my units or summon a Phoenix. Actually, I want to do both of those things at once, but I do want to get rid of the task. How much HP do they have anyway? Will my catapult be able to deal with them? More to the point. 150 to 200 at the max. Maybe, just maybe. It has increased luck as well, right? Okay, so I'll no longer bother with casting a spell because all the walls are gone, only the towers are left. So this means it is time to cast this spell on which unit? You know what? I would actually rather summon a Phoenix first, and only then summon a fake unit. A fake unit is going to be very helpful with Rakshasas Bath. Actually, I just realized I forgot to say some kind of epic summoning technique when summoning a Phoenix. And this thing, unlike in Heroes 6, is a very useful one because his stats are pretty beastly as well as his special abilities. Now, you do have to remember, I can only summon a single Phoenix at once, but his stats are affected by the stats of my hero, which means that the better my hero is, the better. I suppose that. Okay, my Titan just suffered a bit of damage, still have 8 of them, which is nice. I'm gonna try and kill as many of those Grim Raiders as possible, or Black Raiders, or actually, Black Raiders, yes, they are called the Black Raiders, that's good. Luck! Yes, I really needed that! No more raiding for you, dear sir. No more. Unfortunately, now I deal almost no damage whatsoever because my gremlins have been reduced in effectiveness, but still luck allows me to overcome this burden, and I was able to do quite a nice amount of damage. You do, sir. Defend? I'm still keeping my ace in a hole intact, so when I want to make a copy of it, I forgot this spell's name, I'm sorry. Mirrored images? Something along those lines, I don't remember. But when I cast the spell, it's going to be very effective because I will still have 24 of them rather than, for example, 5 or something. Whatever. Now, dear sir, how about you die? It's like I can... Well, that's a great camera angle, by the way. Really nice, I can see everything just fine. Thank you very much. And my Phoenix can also move somewhere, and you know what? I'm gonna clear out the runes with my Phoenix. Just hope it doesn't cast any buffs on the enemy units. It does! It's an elemental resistance. What elementals is he resistant to? That's very bad because he's resistant to both air and fire, and I do deal mostly fire damage. When is it going to expire? Never! That was a poor choice on my part because, as I said, 2 of my very powerful units deal fire damage, and now it is going to be severely mitigated. I believe that my Titans don't deal air damage, but if they do deal air damage, then 3 of my units just have their effectiveness decreased by half, unfortunately. But oh well, the damage has been done and I needed to take care of those runes anyway. So, what is gameslayer gonna do? What magic does he have? Well, I know for a fact he's got expert darkness magic, and he probably has some distraction magic as well. So he can either cast a Sickle of Winter again, which has proven to be very effective, or he can cast some kind of powerful curse, which I don't know what it will be, just yet anyway. Why do I know that he's got expert, or maybe advanced darkness magic? Because otherwise his spell that he casted on my gremlins would only decrease their maximum damage by 1, not by 2. Okay, disorientation, what am I confused about? Unfortunately, I cannot tell until it is my turn. Worst comes to worst, I will not be able to fire from a distance. Now, I can kill quite a bit of those shield bearers. Problem is, I would probably lose loads of units in retaliation. I am of course counting for lag, but trust me, you never are supposed to count on lag. When it happens, it's great, but never expect it to happen, because when you do, it's not gonna happen. So instead I'm gonna wait and make my decision later as to what on earth am I supposed to do. Okay, now it's Gensler's turn. His battle raiders, the best thing they can do is waste my G's retaliation, which is what they did. Yay! No more annoying fire that I actually no longer care about anyway. 3 points of damage and bad morale by the shield bearers. Would be nice if I knew this was gonna happen earlier, but yet again, those are the things that you cannot count on. You can only hope for, but not rely on. Okay, you just say you just wait. I'm basically telling most of my units to wait because I want them to be at the ready whenever Gensler is actually melee enough to make a move beyond the rune barrier. I mean, I cleared 2 of the runes, but I definitely am not going to try and clear any more of them. My Phoenix goes down, but that's not too bad. And my Titans goes down as well, which is actually pretty bad. But oh well. What can I and want to do now? I can resummon my Phoenix, which would be nice. Or I could make a copy of one of my units. You know what, if I make a copy of Rakshasa, it will be able to take action almost immediately. Of course, Gensler could move his Black Dragons to try and kill them, but then they will be right in the open for me to take. Then again, it would be a wasted spell. Oh well, let's try it, regardless. We will see how it goes and what Gensler decides to do. So the only way for him to get rid of those illusions is to use his Black Dragons. Then he would obviously sacrifice the Black Dragons because there's no way 2 of them would survive out in the open. But he would also make sure that I do not deal a tremendous amount of damage with those guys, because they will be able to deal with the Hydras pretty efficiently. And yeah, that's exactly what he does. And of course, those illusions have a 50% chance to not take any damage from the opponent. And what happens? They do not, that ability does not proc. As usual, as usual. Okay, first of all, I need better initiative, thank you very much. You just said take a lot of damage, but that's okay. I mean, not okay, but I won't deal with that. In the meantime, let's dehydrate Gensler. Yeah, see what I did there? See, whatever. Okay, so the process of dehydration is going well, dear sir. Oh, that's nice. And why can I not attack? Oh, come on! Out of all possibilities, the one thing that my Grace forgot is the ability to attack from the distance. How often does that happen? Most of the time, disorientation disallows units to do something like wait, or defend, or maybe move. Almost never it disallows units to do something useful, but this time, no, Gensler is hacking again. And I will just have to sabotage one of the towers because that's the best thing I can do. So annoying, so annoying. I mean, I could attack in melee with my gremlins, but no, just no. It's actually much more likely that I'll at some point create a mirror image of those guys. Or, even more likely, I will actually resummon a Phoenix because I need those guys. Now, I don't want to be next to the shield bearers because when they attack, it hurts, so let's make sure that I'm still 1 box square whatever away and kill the Black Dragons, thank you very much. I believe it was worth it because I know how this battle is going to end. Gensler is going to surrender, which means that they'll gain a considerable amount of money, but he will keep his units and his hero and most importantly his artifacts. However, there's one important thing to remember, and that is he will not have his Black Dragons, and those are the guys I have here. Okay, now I would like to attack those guys while I can. And kill all of them, that is very nice indeed. Yudir says, do I feel ready to attack the Hydras? No, especially because I only have the number advantage 2 to 1 and the Deep Hydras are Deep Hydras. As simple as that. Do I feel like attacking them? No, I'll use a Phoenix to block them and or maybe attack them. Or summon a mirror image yet again. For now, however, I'll just defend. As I said, this is my ace in the hole, but they have, the Rakshasas I mean, so little dwelling production. I mean, you only get like 4 per week. Yeah, that's about right. So getting this many of them is really difficult, and I don't want them to die more so than even the Titans. Because yes, you only get 2 Titans per week, but it doesn't feel... Actually, I should feel more angry about losing Titans than Rakshasas, but then again, Titans are quite a bit more resistant. By the way, do they still have my... Yeah, my Sacred Shield... No, Sacred Armor, or whatever it's called, still has 790 HP left, so that's nice. And... 4! 4! It's too much! Gameslayer, you know what you're doing. You really, really do. Let's resummon my Phoenix. Because he cannot all of a sudden disappear. And after he blocks the way of the Hydras, I'll make a mirror image of a Titan. And hope it will survive to actually commence some kind of action. Okay, now you do sir, keep dehydrating, Gameslayer. I love the pun. And yeah, that's definitely what I want to do. And walk over the road on top of that. No, just no. But unfortunately there's nothing else I can do that would be really remotely useful. I can... defend. Yeah, take that, Gameslayer. You do say in the meantime... I mean, I know I don't care about the genes, but I don't want to lose them so stupidly to a creature that doesn't even exist. So thank you, but I am gonna retreat. You said just defend. You do not attack the Hydras, they'll rape you. Instead, just stand here and make sure they cannot walk past you too easily anyway. Now they will be able to attack without retaliation, but I am hoping that the Phoenix will survive. If it will survive, it will allow me to make a mirror image of a Titan, and do not fear that it will die instantly. Go ahead, Gameslayer. Do something. Come on. Come at me, bro. Come at me. I dare you. I double dare you. Obviously, I made part of the squad, but... defend. Okay, I guess we're both going to stare at each other. Yeah. So, how was your day, honey? I have 6 heads, and you have 1 head, but you have wings. What do you do? Actually, that's a survey among all of my uterus. What would you rather have, 6 heads or wings? Well, if I had a wings that would be able to carry me, and more, maybe also be able to light things on fire, I would choose wings. Because 6 heads, that's a lot of heads to eat with, and talk to, and get confused, and... you would have to brush your teeth for a very, very long time if you had 6 heads, wouldn't you? So that's not really also all that awesome in my opinion. Okay, let's make a copy of the Titans. Titans? Or maybe... decisions! Titans. Now, you just say you're gonna attack or not attack. That's a very difficult question that I'm not sure if I know the answer to. I don't want to lose all my dragons to such a stupid unit that doesn't exist. Retreat. Dragons retreating from tiny little dwarves. Oh well. At least now whatever area of expel against it is going to cast, it's not going to be as effective, so that's at least something, I guess. So he can either kill... if I were him, I would cast the ice thingy on those 3 units, and that's exactly what he does, okay. And come on! Actually, he did have to hit this time, and... you know what? I just realized I lost a lot of Rakshasas. That is bad. Really bad. Okay, I need to deal with those guys, but at the same time I like dehydrating. Speaking of dehydrating, I'm gonna drink some more. Oh, you know what? No, this deserves so... the tower isn't down? Come on now. If I knew it's not gonna go down, I would sabotage it, but whatever. Now, in the meantime, while we're talking about dehydration and whatnots, I'm gonna make sure that I'm not dehydrated and I'm gonna drink some juice. However, firstly though, I'm gonna wait with my Phoenix so that was stupid. I'm gonna wait with it again so it will make those dwarves waste their retaliation. Actually, that is not gonna help me at all because, well, the genius will be able to attack them, so that's something. Okay, now the tower. Now you wait again. Okay, now that's optimal. And what do I do? Handy ham, I have an idea. Or actually, maybe for the first time ever I will be able to utilize the 10. Yes! Finally the spell is actually going to work! I'm so happy. Only 13 of the Rakshasas though, which is very not nice, but oh well. We can't have everything, can we? 42 down, of course no high luck for me, because why would I have any? And opening the juice is always awesome, and let's drink it. I so love it. Good job, shitbearers, good job. My juice is juicy. Okay, you just said defend. You just how much HP do you have? A lot? You know what? Maybe, just maybe, I'll be able to withstand the retaliation of the Hydras. But maybe it's not good enough. You actually decide just to wait here. And you sabotage the star because my catapult is useless. And you defend. And Nogesen does his action. Probably retreats. Though if I were him I would wait just a little bit longer so that those fake units would deal more damage to me. I would love to drink even more juice. Unfortunately I do have to keep you entertained and keep commentating, so I cannot really drink as much juice as I would like to, but let me tell ya, it's tasty. No! So many dead units, titans, so many died. Then again, I forgot to mention that I have the exact same army left at my main town. And gameslayer does not. I mean, he may have unrecruited, but he doesn't have a lot of money anyway, and good job, guy, good job. Okay, you just 2 to 3, 1, that's not great, let's go for 2 to 3 then. I wish I could resurrect them, I really wish, but unfortunately there's no way for me to do so. You just wait for a little bit longer. I actually need to use Phoenix to waste those guys' retaliation, and then I'll attack with my G's. Actually, no, I need to focus on Hydras because those are the units that the gameslayer is going to keep. And yeah. Okay, you just go ahead and attack the Hydras. Because you will not provoke any counterattack. Okay, now I might actually... I have this spell? Now I find about it. That's a little bit late. But anyway, let's cast Armageddon. No. Let's cast, actually no matter what I cast I'm not gonna do a lot of damage. Though the Meteor Shower is going to do the most. So let's cast Meteor Shower. It's only going to kill 2 Hydras, seriously? Okay then, if that's the case, let's not cast Meteor Shower. Instead, let us create a copy of the Titans, because it's going to be most useful. Or maybe of the Gremlins, because the copy will be able to shoot, and maybe it will be able to shoot more effectively than the Titan copy, if I were to make one. Let's dehydrate some more! Oh, the pals, they're bad, even though they are very bad ones. Yep, that was a good decision. 5 killed dead Hydras is better than 2. Which is just straight up obvious, but whatever. You move a little bit closer, you do nothing whatsoever because you cannot do anything. You keep attacking the Hydras because you have better oh, I forgot to boost the initiative again, that's bad. You keep attacking the shield bearers. 54 dead. And now Gameslayer is gonna retreat. after the shield bearers deal some damage. Actually, they cannot deal any damage. No, they can attack my Rakshasas. I forgot! Oh, that's gonna hurt. Just gonna hurt a lot. Come on, guys, here, be stupid, don't attack. Oh, he's not stupid. And now he retreats. Either now or if he's stupid, he'll try to retreat when his Rune Patriarchs have a turn. But I will not be stupid, I'll kill them before that happens. And yes, he does not retreat just yet. He does kill my fake gremlins though, which is unfortunate. I can't do much with those guys. I can wait, so that's something. I can't do much with those guys either. And actually, for whatever reason I did... Oh yes, because they were frozen, that's why I didn't have a 10. But, fortunately I cannot not even kill one. Are you for real? Single Titan is so weak. Let's hope for the best. Kill! Not. Of course, there's one time when I do need to kill, I don't. As usual, as usual. Okay, 6 of them down. Please target the Pathian. No. I could use the Armageddon to get rid of them. But actually no, the Hydras have their turn fast anyways. And it's the Hydras that I need to kill. Actually I need to kill both of them if I want the... artifacts, but there's no way for me to target both of them at once. Unless I use Armageddon. But no, let's not do that. I would love to see the animation, but at the same time it would be a pretty bad idea. So let's just make a copy of the gremlins. And yes, the turn is here, that's very nice. You just wait some more. And let's keep firing the Hydras, because, you know, unfortunately, yes, unfortunately, Gameslayer will be able to retreat, but he will not have too many Hydras left. Which is good. Please have good luck. That one time when I need good luck, you're not having good luck, as usual. At least they have bad luck, but still. Now Gameslayer is going to deal some damage and then retreat where his Patriarchs have a 10. I'm certain of it. Bad luck for the win, huh? Okay, I don't want to walk over that. And he retreats. Unfortunately, he doesn't have low morale, which is very, very bad. So he's gonna retreat now. Yep, he's not making any action for a while now, so he's probably discussing why he's gonna retreat in his own video. That's sad. I was so very close to killing his entire army, capturing his... He doesn't retreat! Yes! Now I have to make sure he dies before his hero has a 10. So let's calculate it. 7 Hydras to dehydrate and 1 Rune Patriarch. This unit will not come into play. This unit will not come into play. This will, but it will not be able to kill the Hydras. Yeah, there's no way for me to kill him in time, unfortunately. The Titan will be able to attack the Rune Priest. Oh, actually, he can retreat when those units have a 10. Can he? Yes, he can. And if that's the case, let's just keep attacking the Hydras. That's the best thing I can do. And kill all of them, that's nice. Also, I know I'm gonna lose some dragons, but I would rather lose dragons than Rakshasas, to be quite honest. So let's do this. Oh well, my bad. I was also secretly hoping for luck, but no, of course not. And you are useless as always. You just attack, because there's not much else you can do. Yeah, just attack. Actually, I should have just run away with him. Oh well, let's make sure that the enemy does not have any army left. So the only units that Gameslayer still has are fake. Which means that he will not cast a spell and run away, but he will not have any units left. Can you run away with no units? Actually, I'm pretty sure you can. He will simply have like one assassin or whatnot when he will try to re-recruit his unit. Ow, that head. Unless I can somehow make those shoot bearers not have a 10. Can I do that? This is going to delay them, but just slightly. This initiative decreased by 25%. This will not be enough. And I don't have any special abilities like he does. He might feel tempted to attack my dragons. So I want to ruse him into attacking my dragons, because he might think that he'll be able to attack my dragons and survive until his next turn. Let's prove him otherwise. That said, can I really do that? I just realized how few units I have left. I lost a lot. Ah, that's difficult. That's really, really difficult of a choice that I have to make. Maybe, just maybe, I'll be able to remove the spell from my gremlins. No, of course not. At least he's got bad morale, so I have a chance, but nothing more. No, they have way too much defense, unfortunately. Is there a rune in there hidden? No, there isn't. That's good. Now we have a lot of high luck consecutively, whatever. Then I could maybe make it, but I don't have any high luck, so... High luck, just luck. Like that. There's no high luck. So, yeah. You just move over here, so there might be more place for other units. You just do nothing. You just cannot do a thing, and he's gonna retreat, but not before killing a lot of my units. No, he's gonna retreat when his hero has a turn, because he still can hit some of my units before retreating. It must be quite tense for him, because he's got to calculate it well. If he does one single miscalculation, or has bad luck, then it's gonna be very nice for me, but unfortunately it doesn't look like this is gonna happen. No, it doesn't. And also I have no place, and my units because of that cannot move at all. Maybe, just maybe, I'll be able to position my dragons in such a way that they can do something? I don't know. Unlikely, because he's gonna retreat when his hero has a turn. Also, I just realized there's a rune here. And why can't I run away only a single step away? I mean, I know there is rune here, so I couldn't run away further anyway, but still... I don't get it. You cannot do a thing. Retreat? Yeah, he probably is gonna retreat. I mean, 103 shield bearers is not a lot anyway. And he doesn't have to pay any money for retreat either, which is actually hacks. Because, yeah, I just realized he doesn't have to pay for his units to retreat because he's got no more units left. Which means that he probably can retreat for 0 gold with all his artifacts and hero, which would be really not fair. I mean, you might be telling me now, hey, hold on, Patrick, you cannot retreat from a siege. We tested it before. You can retreat if you want to pay. You cannot run away. Okay, you cannot move over there. You keep attacking. In the end, gameslayer probably is very actually proud of himself because he did a lot of damage, but then again, I don't feel too bad about myself either because I was fighting against Dwarven Fortification, the most powerful fortification in the game. So, even though I lost way more units and performed way worse, I believe I did better. Even though I did worse, I did better. If you catch my drift. And thank you for useless abilities. I don't want any of those. That's more like it. Still not great, but that's at least gives me some... It makes me want to use this ability rather than not. Also, why not attack? While we're at it, this is already a very long video, so let's do this. Oh, and this is the town that I like to besiege, because it looks nice. And I bet guess I did not expect that to happen. Oh boy. Okay then, let's see how this goes on. I don't believe I will be able to win, especially because I have those guys. They can stand the ground, but nothing more. And they are pretty bad in general, stats-wise, and ability-wise. They're great when you're trying to defend, but I try to attack rather than defend, so yeah. Actually, those guys have no... can still do full damage when in close combat, so that's something. Okay, let's see if gameslayer is actually here. He is, because he finished his tactics phase. Ouch! Okay, those tower defenses are pretty strong, but that's to be expected, because you may not know that, but the towers hit harder if the city is... the bigger the city, the harder the towers can hit. As simple as that. The damage is increased depending from the level of the town. For Red Dragons, I obviously am not going to win this battle, and actually, I have no unit to go beyond the city walls when I lose the catapult, and I'll most likely lose it. Or no, the enemy doesn't have any decent firepower on his own, so actually it's not so bad. And oh, this is gonna be annoying. Yeah, very annoying. So I'm gonna move him over here. I have to do something about those Blood Maidens. Oh, Blood, what are they called? I forgot. Because they will be able to keep attacking me with no penalties whatsoever. Red Dragon is moving into position, which is dangerous. Now, the last siege I was able to win because of my superior numbers. And that's about it. This siege, I don't have superior numbers. I have level 3 hero, which is probably way worse than the enemy's hero, and so on and so forth. So it is going to be the death of me, which doesn't matter all that much. If I kill a lot of enemy units, it's going to be good enough for me, because I could care less about this army. It's already cornered anyway, because there was a hero coming for it. But gameslayer losing even more of his precious dungeon units is a good thing for me, and it's gonna hit! Not so much, actually. Okay, there is nothing I can do to prevent the damage being dealt. So I might as well move. You do say, however, can kill 4 up to 6, which is not a lot. But at least that's something, so go ahead. 6 down! Yeah, take that! Now, what is gameslayer going to do? Attack, obviously, but who's he going to attack? Hopefully he's extraordinarily stupid that he will attack those units, those dwarves with grade 54, but he's not stupid. No, he attacks the brawlers. Good decision. I mean, every decision would be a good decision in this case, unless he attacked this unit, so yeah. Now the matriarchs attack. That's actually kind of funny, because there are patriarchs and matriarchs. Personally, I prefer patriarchs. And I'm not talking gameplay-wise or anything, I just like the name better, and I like women over the men, which is actually a normal thing, I believe, for a man to say, so yeah. Now, while he is taking a while to think for whatever reason, he's probably going to cast a spell. I'm going to take another sip of juice. Okay, I'm in recording, I was trying to check if this is indeed the case, and he's hoping for the best. Last time, the disorientation was extraordinarily annoying, disallowing me to do anything useful with gremlins. Maybe this time it's going to be better. Now, my hero actually apparently does have some kind of distraction magic. Very weak distraction magic, but distraction magic nevertheless, and the red dragons are not magic resistant. But they still have a lot of HP. Who to pick? Actually, the enemy doesn't have an ammo card, so I'm just gonna go for this kind of thingy. Hi there! I have the Second of Winter! Oh, that's... Finally I remember how this ability is called. It took me a while. Now, can you please proc your special ability on the Blood Maidens? No, you cannot, because you are a stupid piece of worthless junk. Oh well. Also, oh, I forgot! Before the battle, I was supposed to make sure that I have at least 2 or 3 stacks of those guys. Because the more stacks, the jollier, because the amount of damage they deal while the spells is increased logarithmically, if I spelled it right. Which means that 2 stacks of 7 patriarchs deal more damage than 1 stack of 14. I hope I explained it well enough. Okay, let's see. This dragon is actually gonna die after this attack, which is very, very nice. I forgot to check what rune I could cast over there, But it doesn't matter all that much, I believe. It was probably the rune that allowed me to get rid of the debuff I have on myself, but as long as it doesn't disallow me to cast a spell, I'm good with it. Also, I need to preserve my special resources because, quite frankly, I don't have too many of them. I mean, I do have a lot of them, but I need them for my trinkets and whatnots. And also for gold! My beautiful precious gold, you just stand there. I mean, for as long as possible, I would like to keep your buffs. Even though they're useless, but still. You're gonna be annoying, kill my brawlers, increasing the damage dealt by 2 of my units, because now they are mad that they lost their fellow comrades. Which does not matter at all. Actually, I just realized I shouldn't engage in this combat. Because I'm going to lose? No, I don't care if I lose or win in this fight. Why shouldn't I engage, do you ask? Because I want to go to the toilet, as simple as that. Oh well, I waited and it's my turn again. Seriously? Come on. Okay, the red dragons. Actually, I believe gameslayer doesn't care as well at this point. So yeah, he's just gonna fly away. Oh no, it's gonna hit! No! No! Yeah, it hurt. It definitely did hurt. No denying that. But let's try and kill those red dragons. That was hilarious. Okay then. That just happened. Also, I just realized I don't think I'm recording. Am I recording my mouse input? Can you see my mouse? I'm not sure if I did check or uncheck this thing on my fraps. I hope I am recording my mouse because this is acting as my hand so that I can point things to you. If I cannot do that and I'm talking about things and you don't know. Hey, my mouse doesn't work now. Come on. Okay, now it does. I had to move the USB thingy. Hey, come on. It doesn't work again. Now it does. Apparently my USB thingy is having some troubles. It's no wonder, to be quite honest, because it is a little bit damaged. It doesn't stick properly to the USB port. Now, with Runes of Charge, will I be able to reach the matriarchs? That's a good question. Let's find out. I will! I will not be able to kill any of them, but I will be able to reach them. As well as the Blood Maidens, which is tempting. But I would rather... I could kill those guys, because they will poison me anyway, but I will not be able to kill them. So yeah, just kill the matriarchs. As many of them as humanly possible. Hi there! Actually, they dealt more damage to me than I did to them. And they are a ranged unit. That's pathetic Thane. Or Thane Lords. Or Thunder Thranes. Yeah, that's how they're called. Thunder Thranes. Yay, I remember the names. And slow. On my Battle Ragers? I would rather cast it on... Actually... I don't know on what. Cool. And that's a great camera angle, by the way. At least I was able to kill quite a bit of those assassins, so that's something. Deep Hydras, they're definitely well hydrated now, but that doesn't matter to all that much now, does it? 108, 108, so both of those work, so how about I cast the one that costs less mana? Less, I wanted to say. Imagine me as an English teacher. Well, I probably would do better than making videos, because let's be quite honest, making videos has nothing to do with teaching or talking at the same rate. And probably if I were a teacher, I would research English rather than just talk nonsense and stuff. Still, I would probably be a pretty bad English teacher. Why am I talking about it anyway? I don't even remember. Okay, so I can deal almost no damage whatsoever, or I can kill none but deal a lot of damage. I will go for that, thank you very much. Because I want to kill this guy. What is this rune? Gets rid of the debuff. What debuff do I have? The one that makes me slow, and that's about it. Do I care about my initiative enough to waste sulfur? I have lots of sulfur, but I'm probably gonna die after the retaliation anyway, so I'm not gonna waste the sulfur. Okay, the enemy did not counterattack because my special ability did proc. And my Thunder Thane is still fine, though he did not counterattack, which is sad. Matriarchs are gonna do something. I don't think they have any more mana, so instead they just move around and use their whip to whip me to pain. Well, maybe the Thunder Thranes are into this thing. I don't know, I'm not the one to judge. Now, I could kill the red dragon, but I have a feeling he would die anyway, and I would like to keep my bonus. Then again, sooner or later I will have to move my unit if I want to win this battle, because I need to get behind the city walls. So yeah, let's do it. Oh well. I have a feeling I'm not gonna win anyway, so it's just the case of dealing as much damage as possible. By the way, gameslayer didn't use the red dragon special. Good job, game! The red dragon's push ability, that's pretty much the only reason why I would get red dragon, because they have obviously way worse stats than the black dragons, but they have a pretty sick ability that gameslayer still did not use. Anyway, I am gonna try and attack them. And also make sure that they cannot block my rune patriarchs. Actually, I believe they might be called differently, because they are alternative upgrade, but I don't remember how. Okay, my thunder fighting is half their turn, and I can do something. Problem is, I don't know what. I cannot cast this rune for whatever reason. Maybe because I cannot dispel the poison? Why? I don't know, but apparently I cannot. Hydras cannot reach me, which is nice, so let's just keep attacking those guys. One down, 3 to go. My main hero, that's not my main hero, not by any stretch of the imagination. Actually, maybe I'll cast some kind of buff. It only lasts for 3 turns and increase my defense by 3. That's not a lot. It is something, but maybe I'd rather now I will not be able to kill the dragon, and I do want to make sure that those guys survive for as long as possible. Actually, I just realized their mana is about to end, and without their mana they are useless, so never mind, that was not such a great idea. I mean, yes, they do have quite a bit of attack, oh well. But now even that is going to be worthless. I should have attacked the red dragons. I really should have. Oh well, it happened already, there is nothing I can do about it now. The Blood Maidens, doing their thing, being annoying, because there is only 8 of them, and even though they are best tier 2 unit, there's still only 8 of them, so no matter how you look at things, it's not a lot, not at all. My throat hurts, and that's not fair. Come back. Do I still have mana for a single firebolt? I may, I don't remember how much it costs. No, I did not. It costs 10 mana, unfortunately, which is annoying. Oh well, only one thing to do. Just attack and hope for the best. How much that? 6! That's not a lot at all. Okay, at this time I'm just gonna bleed out to death, because there is nothing I can possibly do to win this fight. And that's interesting. I might be able to kill the red dragons with my hero, but great camera angle again. But just a possibility and nothing more, unfortunately. Let's walk on the corpses of our dear deceased, because nobody cares about them anyway, they were worthless. You just have to stand over there, because hey, why not? I'm really hoping I can destroy this gate, but so far it doesn't look like this is going to happen. My catapult has been less than useful. Unfortunately, but oh well. Okay, dear sir, what are you gonna do? Kill a Thane, that's probably a good decision. Now, come on, you can do it, you can make your 10, there we go. I just have to wait for you. More of my black beraters die, and I can only cast a single spell. Why did I waste mana on this crap? Oh well. Unfortunately, it means that the dragon is probably gonna survive. I don't like this one bit, and why didn't I not cast a single win there? I'm not thinking this battle, not at all. Which is very unfortunate, my catapult being useless yet again. And there is nothing I can do at this point, unfortunately. Oh well, one poor decision and an extra red dragon is going to survive. That just comes to show that you never should be stupid. I'm not sure if that is the conclusion I was supposed to make here, but I believe it is a good one. Yeah, just attack, there's nothing I can do. 4 more damage, I definitely can do this. And kill this son of a dragon. Come on guys, there's not much you can do. You can go outside the city walls and lose your dragon. Or you can wait and or defend, which is what we're gonna do, let's face it. So stop thinking about it and do it. Thank you. You just say, what kind of debuff do you have on yourself? Slow. You know what? Why not? Let's get rid of this just for kicks. Because it has a nice animation. And let's defend. Yeah, take that. You just said, just defend as well, because there's nothing you can do. The Pyras, they are definitely not doing anything useful because they cannot exit the city walls because of the Blood Maidens. The main hero, or rather his secondary hero, is thinking cautiously about his next move, knowing that whatever he does, he's still gonna win regardless. So yeah, that just goes to say that gameslayer shouldn't think as much, thank you. And it has been a long time since I saw this spell. Nice to see it in action though. Really nice. And it's gonna head. I really need to go to the toilet, but I cannot, unfortunately. You just wait, there's nothing else I can do that's useful. Blood Maiden is doing their thing, and I'm just bleeding to death. Maybe I should just run away. I still have some units that I will keep if I run away. So I will run away after killing the dragons. 45 damage is still nothing to sneeze at, and they have almost no HP left, so yeah, that's what I'm going to go for. Kill the dragons and run away. While my catapult makes sure that the enemy wall looks not nice, but is still doing its job. The wall, I mean, not the catapult. The catapult is definitely not doing its job. So far it's just for show, in my opinion. Oh well. Come on, Blade Maidens, stop being annoying. Okay, I still cannot retreat because I want this dragon dead, so I'm just gonna defend. Let the red dragon redefend. Please, gameslayer, don't think about the fact that you need to defend. We both know that this is the only thing you can and want to do. Unless he knows he's gonna lose this dragon anyway, so he might as well fly away and kill some of my units before I retreat. But I'm not sure if he thought of the fact that I may want to retreat more on my own. No, he did think of that, so that's nice for him. Which is nice, it will mean that this game is going to last for a little bit shorter. And no, I don't want to lose this Blackberry Rider just because, yeah. Instead, I'm going to first of all weaken the dragon a little bit more, and then maybe, just maybe, be able to finish it off. Yes, I will be. Now I get the lucky strike, come on game. And I hope he will not attack my Blackberry Dragons, because I want to retreat. If he attacks my Blackberry Dragons, I will not be able to do. Okay, so far he's focusing on the Battle Raiders. And the Blood Maidens. Actually, it doesn't matter all that much, because my hero is just after the Matriarchs. So, yeah. So yeah. Go ahead, gameslayer, don't think so much about it. Do something stupid and silly, please. Oh, thank you. See you later. 2000 gold is not a lot, so at least not for me at any rate, so that's good enough. When did I get this ring? Oh wait, maybe my hero got it. Yeah, I did get the enemy artifacts. I forgot about that. And OMG, I don't want to replace the other one with the other. Oh well. This one is nice, but I don't want it. This one is, wow, useful. So I'm gonna replace it for now. In the future I'll have to remember to swap them again before a major battle. This is useless. This is useful, but I don't want it. And this is nice, but I don't want this, because this, in my opinion, is a better artifact to have. Okay, that was me. Now that's it for me. We may have a final battle of some sort that we will cast. But in case this is not the case, I'll say my outro. It was PANCZASU, the mighty mix power. If you somehow managed to enjoy my videocast, please do like it. And maybe subscribe to my channel if you wish to see more. Most of all, please leave a comment, regardless of what this comment is about. It is very helpful for me to have them, and I do enjoy reading them as well. Thank you for watching, it has been PANCZASU the Mighty Mix Spammer, and I'll see you online.